Hello, welcome to this AVLAND review of the KEF R-100 loudspeakers. We're going to talk to you about the different technologies that go into making these loudspeakers and their build quality. We're also going to tell you what we think they sound like. Now the R series from KEF is sort of their mid-range of speakers, and this is where the range starts, the R100s. They don't have the separate mid-range and treble that are on pretty much the rest of the range. They have this combined bass mid-range treble, whereas the others have a separate bass drive unit and then a UniQ driver in the mid-range and treble. They still share some of the technologies from the other speakers, but this drive unit's got more in common really with the Q series, including the Z-Wave flex that goes around the edge is from that range, not from the R range, although it is in the other drive units, but it's more a derivative of the Q series. Very nice finish on the cabinet. You can't see any of the screws. You can't see, it's a completely clean baffle, the front of it. The grills for them don't look that great. They look better with them off. Here you can see what they look like with some actual sort of bassy music going through. They're fairly long throw drive unit on them. That bit in the middle, the soft for the tweeter, is to sort of soften it up a bit, stop it sounding quite so bright. It's their tangerine waveguide crown. They say to smooth out the higher frequencies, but it's to stop it sounding quite so bright, being a metal dome tweeter. Here are the different finishes: the high gloss black and the rosewood. We've picked from the rest of the range. Now, sound-wise, they are very good for their size. They're very compact. We have them, they're rear ported, as you can see here. They need to go fairly close to a wall, but we tried them out from a wall as well, and they still sound good. But you get them a bit close to the wall, and the bass will sort of tighten up and increase in volume. They're recommended to go with an amplifier between 25 and 100 watts, and they've got a nominal impedance of 8 ohms. Now the size of them as well is quite compact. They're 280 millimeters tall by 180 millimeters wide, and the depth is 289. They're quite heavy for their size as well. They're 6.5 kilos each. Here you can see the terminals. You can use banana plugs or bare wire, and that's where you'd put the bare wire in. They come with the irritating little bungs, as a lot of things do, in the binding post if you want to use banana plugs, and you have to unscrew it all the way like that and then pull it out with your fingers to clear the hole that's in the back for a 4mm banana plug. They also have this ingenious link system for if you want to buy wire or not. If you are buy wiring, you undo them all the way, and if you're not, if you're single wiring, you do them all the way up. The drive unit, you can see here again on this finish, this is the walnut finish, does produce an awful lot of bass for its size. Pros and cons. Fantastic sound from them, really, really good, brilliant for sort of rock music. For some tastes, maybe they might be a little bit bright, and that does come down to the metal dome tweeter, but that's the same with all metal dome tweeters. They do a lot to try and soften that down. They've got that tangerine wave guide, but it's worth having a listen to them. If you haven't liked other metal dome tweeters, try them out. That said, rock music, middle of the road sort of music, they're absolutely fantastic. And the finish on them, especially if you go for the high gloss black, is outstanding at the price point. There's not really much on the market at this price that's got a high gloss lacquered finish. The wood finishes, it's a shame that they're not high gloss, but that won't be to everyone's taste. So it's in some ways it's good they've catered to both. If you want something to fit with a more traditional living room, then you would go with those two finishes, the rosewood or the walnut. Cons. Well, they don't have that mid-range and treble that's in the rest of the range, but that's they would be much bigger, which the next model up in the range, which is the R100, does have. It's down to the price point, and at this price point, I don't think there's much else around that can compete with these. Another con maybe is the finish, but that is swings and roundabouts. There's a pro and a con, so I can't really say. Other pros is the terminals. The terminals are very good on them. It's very neat design. But all around, a good speaker, and you can't really go wrong. That's the end of our review of the KEF R100 loudspeakers. If you'd like to see more reviews, please visit our website, avland.co.uk. Thank you.